Hey everybody, it's me, Suli from Ascending Above Tarot 1111. Welcome. If this is your first time here, welcome. If this is not your first time here, welcome back. All right. I wanted to do like a journey type of reading. Let's tap in and see what our spirit guides, our ancestors are telling us to do next. You know what I'm saying? What things we haven't worked on. All right. I want to focus on our spiritual growth, okay? Let's start with a prayer. Since we're focusing on our spiritual growth. Yeah, on our foundation. Yeah, I feel like I'm being able to do that today. I communicate daily with my ancestors. Like I come and sit down and I pull my own cards and we have our conversations. And some of you guys need to do that. Not necessarily like, not everybody reads tarot, not everybody reads their own energy or whatever, but like it's important for you to connect with your ancestors on a daily basis, for you to acknowledge them, for you to let them know that they're there. 1, 2, 3 on the timer. Alright, they want to be heard, seen, you know what I'm saying? They want you to know. This is really bugging me because it's like in the middle of my face. Alright. They want you to acknowledge them, you know what I'm saying? Okay, today's prayer says, we have seen his glory, the glory of the one and only Son who came from the Father, full of grace and truth. John 1:14. All right. So you guys have been experiencing, you know, glory, meaning like peace, harmony. All right. Even through the struggles, you still feel peace and harmony. And that's very, 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 that's a gift, all right? Because a lot of people go through it. Everybody goes through it. Nobody got a perfect life. I mean, whatever you're not going through, the next person is. And whatever that person is not going through, the next person is, all right? And nobody's struggle is smaller than the next person's, you know what I'm saying? Because we all suffer the same, all right? We suffer through our heart space. We suffer through our soul, you know what I'm saying? Our spirit. So I feel like, you know, through the struggle, through you guys trying to build your foundation and trying to find yourself aligned with Most High, you know, trying to work on your higher self and shit, you've been at peace, you know what I'm saying? God has shown you peace and grace through that time. You know what I'm saying? You're one of those people who God showed them mercy when it came time to ascending, when it came time to going through your spiritual awakening. All right? Because you are chosen. Okay? Believe it or not. You are one of 313 on the timer. You are one of the chosen few who got to get mercy while they were going through their awakening. Because to tell you the truth, from what I've seen in life, bro, and what I experienced through my awakening, what I've seen other people, because 333 on the timer, because God has allowed me to see a few people go through their awakening, you know what I'm saying? And what I've experienced through what I've seen, you know, some people require some real crazy awakenings, you know what I'm saying, where their heart space has to be completely tore down. All right, where they really truly have to be, just can't take no more type of energy to be awakened, you know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking to some of you that, how do I want to say this? I'm speaking to those of you who, although you know that your pain is, you know, great or whatever, it counts, you know that other people's pains are great as well. So you took your awakening and rocked with it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't resist, you didn't turn away, you knew that you were going through your awakening and it just kind of felt familiar to you, so you just kind of went through it, you know what I'm saying? And because of that, God showed you a lot of mercy. Because of that, you were able to avert a lot of things that, you know, could have happened that didn't, you know what I'm saying? Because you seen your awakening and you was like, God, I see you, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna go through this gracefully. So God showed you grace. All right, God showed you mercy. All right. I feel like at this particular time, your spirit team is very, very, very super proud. It's at the bottom right here. Like the work that you have done, like how you have aligned yourself, of how you've been building this foundation with them. All right. I do feel like they do want more contact. They do want you to acknowledge them more. All right. So that you can ignite their fire, you know what I'm saying? So that you can ignite their life, so that they can feel alive, you know what I'm saying? Because our ancestors live through us. We are our ancestors, you know what I'm saying? Let me say that. Well, at least I am, you know what I'm saying? My ancestors live through me, you know what I'm saying? And my ancestors are me. All right. 555 on the timer. Okay. So and I make sure that I give them time, as I make sure that I give my kids time, that as I make sure that I give my wife time, my responsibilities, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like you guys are being asked to do the same. All right, you're in a period of your life where your discernment is high. All right, you've passed all these tests and have done the work. Okay. And it's time to, you know, learn how to have a very heavy spiritual routine with your ancestors and with spirit. All right. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah, stop leave those insecurities behind. All right. Yeah, and stand on that joy that you feel. It's cool. You there. All right, you're there. That's the vibes I'm feeling. All right. You're there. Whatever you seem to be going through in the physical, these are just, you know, lessons that still need to be learned or whatever, but that doesn't mean you're not there where you need to be at. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've done the work, okay? So whatever it is that's going on right now, it is meant to be. Don't be in a victim mentality, and don't isolate yourself either. That's not what you're at in your journey. It's time to stand out. It's time to be out. Yeah, look, victim again and growth. All right, yeah. In isolation, okay? 727 on the timer. So it's time for you to be out there. All right, don't be hiding or still isolating yourself because you stepped out of hermit mode. That's just, you know, a trickster spirit trying to keep you isolated, because at this time you need to be out. You need to be doing things that feed your soul. All right, this is a recharge period, all right, from a long battle that you've been through. All right, and sleeping and resting, yes, it's needed, but that's not the only way to recharge, first of all, and that's not the right way to recharge each and every time. All right, some tests some battles that you go through require you to recharge a different way when you're done. All right, and it's not always isolation. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need a vacation, you know what I'm saying? And that's part of your recharge. 818 on the timer. So taking how it resonates. But you guys know, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some of you guys were guided, because you are chosen. You were guided to send something back. All right. You know, to do a return to sender. Okay. I feel, and this was recently. All right. This is recent energy. I feel like it took you a long time to get there. And I don't mean to laugh, but I feel like you're such a good-hearted person that it took you such a long time to get there. Although spirit kept showing you that this person was doing what they were doing, I feel like you did it, and it worked. All right. Yeah, I feel like you were like going back and forth with spirit about, no, this person can't be doing this to me. They can't be sending this to me. I'm just tripping. Like, God, why? Like, I feel like you really kept going at it with your spirit until, you know, you listened. And that was one of your biggest tests that you had to overcome. Okay? Due to who this person is in your life. All right? Because I think I feel like you procrastinated so much because this is somebody who you know. All right? And you just could not believe that this person would be doing some shit to you, all right? So it made you, doubt. Yeah, because this is somebody from your soul tribe, all right? This is somebody who you thought was a soulmate, all right? And a soulmate is anybody. This could be a family member, your sister, brother, cousin, aunt, uncle, all right? Ex, friend, best friend. But you've seen what Spirit wanted you to see. Yeah, I also feel like although you sent it back, you also forgave yourself. You also, not yourself, I'm sorry. You also forgave them. And you could have forgiven yourself. Maybe you felt bad, you know what I'm saying? Baby, because you already got to experience and see this person's karma and you're like, damn, you know what I'm saying? But that's none of your problem, you know what I'm saying? Like, this person should have never sent nothing. Sometimes, things are just what it is, Alright. Let's see what Spirit wants to talk about. Okay, Spirit. What's coming next in the journey for the collective? Like, what should they work on next spiritually to stay, what do they still need to work on? The most important thing that the collective don't see that they need to work on. Collectively, give me the most important thing that the collective needs to work on. Forgiveness. Alright, so collectively, you need to be forgiving, certain people that, did. But this has self-worth. So you need to forgive yourself. You need to forgive yourself for something that you think you did wrong. But that right there was the right thing to do. Maybe you closed out a cycle, like I said. Maybe you're feeling bad because you had to close out the cycle with this person, whoever this person may be. All right, but Spirit is saying that's, it was what it was. All right, yeah, 12:22 on the timer. All right, this is a part of your journey, your path, and you completed it. And it's time for you to forgive yourself and move on, move past whatever is holding you back. Forgiveness. It's a very, very. It's easier said than done. Trust and believe, but it's truly crucial for your spirit, for your soul, for your heart to be set free. You have to forgive not only yourself or whatever it is that you hold yourself accountable for, but also, the people surrounding you, the people that do crazy things to you, you know what I'm saying? After you go within and you give it to God, you also forgive them. And it's not for them, because fuck them. They'll still get, what they put out there. That I can guarantee, all right? They'll still get what they put out there. But forgiveness is for you so that your heart can be light. 13:33 on the timer. Tell me more. A heavy heart. You can't get into heaven with a heavy heart. All right, you can't live your best life with a heavy heart. All right, and before, no matter what you think happens after you leave this place, after you leave Earth, all right, because we all have our own beliefs on what we believe happens, when we die. All right, but no matter what you think that happens then, right now, you still need to make the best of this. All right, that is part of the lesson for tonight on the timer. That is part of what we come here to learn. All right, like, no ifs and buts about it. All right, that's part of transmuting energy, alchemy, and that's one of our biggest lessons when we come here, to learn how to alchemize energy, to learn how to tap into the God and Goddess inside of us. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important for you to make this world, this experience, the best of it, meaning heaven on earth. meaning transmuting anything that comes your way. All right, knowing that you yourself can put yourself into joy, peaceful happiness, you know what I'm saying, by yourself. All right, just you, Most High. All right, just you, your ancestors, your spirit guides. All right, the ones that heal you. Okay, the ones that, you know, protect you, cover you, and shield you. All right, your connection with them, that's truly what makes you whole. All right, everything that's outside of that, it's a worldly experience. Okay, this is an earthly experience, but we have to be able to make the best of it. We're the ones that have to put ourselves in this joyful energy, because that's how we transmute energy. All right, that's how we alchemize. You could definitely like sunflowers and roses, or roses and lilies. Probably your favorite flowers. Take it how it resonates. All right. I feel like spiritually right now you need to be working on being a leader in yourself, you know, in your life. All right, and choosing the sun energy. All right, yeah, and not burden energy. All right. I feel like this is the way that you're going to find balance, okay, in every part of your life. All right, choosing to be the leader in your life, choosing to be not only the leader, but also the nurturer. All right, so giving yourself love. All right, placing your life first. All right, like that's just what it is, you know, knowing how to be selfish at times and placing your life first for your well-being, for your balance. Okay, because when we overgive too much, we are unbalanced. All right, but I feel like you do have a very, very good, because this is both your energy, King and Queen of Pentacles. You're very good, balanced. All right, you could definitely be seeing white rabbits, any white animal, 1711 on the timer, that you see in your dreams or in the physical. It's a good sign of spiritual connection. 1717. All right. I do feel like you're very, very connected with yourself. All right, there is no more sacrificing yourself to give to others. You're not no more rushing in to try to help others with things that, you know, are not none of your business. You know, trying to please other people. There is no more people pleasing. All right, I do feel like there is a lot of good karma coming in because of the transformation that you've done. You no longer have to wait for your inheritance. I feel like your inheritance is here. All right, this is your ancestors giving you your inheritance. This is also part of your inheritance. It's also a Two of Cups situation as well. All right, yeah, I feel like that's definitely going to bring in a tower for you. All right, when you realize what, you know, what spirit is doing for you, bro. But this is a good tower. This is you realizing that, yeah, that you've healed and now you're victorious. And Spirit has given you your gifts for making the right choices and moving in the right direction. All right. Definitely. But yeah, I just wanted, you know, to give you all a message when it comes to your spiritual journey. You know what I'm saying? For those of you that actually care about your spiritual journey, you know, because we all go through many different timelines, all right, until we get to the right one, until we get to one that we're actually balanced in, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's what I got for you guys today. I hope it resonated. I hope you got some clarity, you know, and some answers on how to move next, all right, and, you know, some confirmation on what you know already of your journey. If any of you guys need a personal, I am open for personal readings. My email should be posted in the links below. And so is my store, my TikTok. Anything you need to know about me will be in the description below. Until the next one, namaste.